is cyberbullying?
How to word this properly. Cyberbullying is you being harassed constantly online by one or more people.
Get a mean message saying mean things towards you.
People talking about, a third person.
You're on Xbox Live, your friends will say, oh, I was hacked.
Talking about what you look like, how they don't like it, and how ugly one person is.
They'll discriminate their race, their religion, how they look.
Stuff like that. Little things that really sink deep into the skin.
When I was 12 years old, I was in 6th grade, and a boy at my school started bullying me in school every day, saying how stupid I was and how ugly I was.
She would copy and paste my screen name and type, did you see what so-and-so was wearing? And then forward that along with my screen name to that person.
Where is this coming from? I had no idea. I had always known I was a little heavier than other people, but I never thought people would use it against me.
And then he finally got my screen name and he started talking to me online. And he was saying all these mean things to me, the same things that he would in school. But then on the computer, he didn't have that same face, so he started being even more mean.
Everything that I enjoyed and everything I did outside of soccer and art was on my computer. That was the most difficult part because having wireless in my house and having wireless at school, I was surrounded by the internet all the time. She had access to me 24/7.
It took me to the point where I would go into my mom's room hysterically, crying and so upset about it, and she didn't even know what to do because this had never happened to me before.
I ended up missing school a lot because I had stomach aches. That was a lot of it psychologically. I didn't want to go to school, and it was my way of putting a barrier between school and this bullying and myself.
So I went back to this kid and I started talking to him online and saying, I can't accept this from you. All that did was make him even more angry and make me a target.
My mom actually had to take control of it, and she actually called the police because I kept getting these harassing phone calls, and they actually traced it back to one of my best friend's older brothers was playing a prank on me, and they just thought it was a joke.
And all this kid really wanted was a reaction out of me. So finally my dad went on the internet and on my screen name he said, my daughter isn't any of the things that you said. You can't treat her like this. If you do, then I will notify the authorities. So this kid got scared and he stopped talking to me.
The one thing they want to do is pick on me and get a reaction so it looks like it's my fault. And I knew this is the one time not to fight back. Stop what you're doing because you're going to want to write back something just as mean and something just as malicious. And that way you're going to be just as guilty as the person bullying you.
There are things that you can do to keep yourself from becoming a cyberbullying target or becoming a cyberbully yourself, and to avoid reacting out of anger to get you into trouble.
The first thing I would do, just ignore the person, and if it persists, block the person online.
What you should do is stop, block, and tell. Stop is when you stop what you're doing, do not answer back, block the person so they can't contact you, and tell an adult.
Teens my age, kids, we don't really tell our parents that much, So when it's online and somebody keeps bugging you, even threatening to hurt you, that's when you definitely should just abandon all pride of being a teenager and just tell your parents or anybody.
Don't believe what other people say, because if you succumb to it and you give in, they won. Tell someone. Tell a good friend if you can't tell your parent, or if you're embarrassed about it, just say something.
I think people need to learn that people do have feelings. Especially if you're someone who's emotional, they would get very upset knowing that, maybe all my friends do this, all my friends think this about me, and it's not good, it's a hard thing to go through.
It isn't good to be mean to people because not only is it wrong, but it hurts other people's feelings.
To be bullied at school is one thing, but to have it taken home with you and to be bullied online and bullied wherever you are, it really has time to sink in, and it really hurts.
Children have committed suicide after having been cyberbullied.
My name is Meier. My daughter was Meier, and Megan was 13 years old. 7th grade was an absolutely horrendous year. Megan was trying to fit in, did not know which area to fit in, didn't fit in with the popular kids, of course didn't fit in with the sports kids, didn't fit in with the press. She just did not know where she fit in. Megan did have friends, but it just was not a specific group. Megan got bullied quite a bit. She didn't eat lunch because she was overweight. So there were boys in school that stomped behind her and called her names. She didn't wear the clothes that, she wanted to wear the clothes that were the popular clothes that other kids wore. But of course she didn't have the body to wear those clothes. She wanted to wear the makeup. The typical things that kids go through every single day. This is not just a story of Megan. It's a story that every single kid goes through.
Megan's parents enrolled her in a new school where she made new friends, got involved in sports, started losing weight, and was happy. She even got her own MySpace a few weeks short of her 14th birthday, and her parents knew about it. While she was there, she met a cute 16-year-old boy who had just moved to town. His name was Josh, and she was very excited about the prospects. He thought she had beautiful eyes, didn't notice that she was heavy at all. Until one day, 5 weeks after they started becoming friends, he turned on her, insulting her, calling her names, and others joined in. For a 2.5-hour period, she was attacked over and over and over again, with the last attack ending with, "The world would be a better place without you."
I ran up to Megan's room, and that's where I found her. She had taken her own life, and Megan passed away the next day. And 5 weeks later, we did find out that the so-called boy on MySpace was actually an adult that lived 4 houses down.
That cute 16-year-old boy turned out to be a neighborhood mother and her babysitter, who had created the profile to see if Megan was going to say anything mean about her daughter. What were they thinking? What can you do as a teen or a tween to help in the fight against cyberbullying? Take a stand. When you see it, when you hear it, speak out. You can take a pledge as well, and students in your school can sign the pledge and hang it in the halls. Do it for Megan. Do it for you. Do it for the ones you love. And be one in a million teens and tweens who will take the pledge this year to take a stand against cyberbullying and make a difference. It's your internet. Create the world you want it to be. Don't stand by and watch people be tormented. Don't stand by and watch one more child commit suicide because someone has harassed and bullied them online. You can stop it. You can do something right now. If you want more information about Megan Pledge or how to get involved, visit us at stopcyberbullying.org. We need your help, and so does everyone else. If you need more information about cyberbullying, you can reach out to us at wiredsafety.org and our new website dedicated just to cyberbullying, stopcyberbullying.org. We have a cyberbullying help group. You file a report, and one of our specially trained volunteers will get back to you within 24 hours to help you with your case and copy any evidence that you need to handle the matter.